Dr. Adam Carter had always been skeptical of anything that seemed too good to be true. A top cardiothoracic surgeon in Chicago, he had spent his life navigating the complexities of human anatomy, understanding that nothing in life came without effort. So, when he found a sprawling Victorian house in a quiet suburb listed for half its market value, he hesitated. It was beautiful yet eerily cheap, standing tall with its white wooden frames and ivy-covered fences. His colleagues at the hospital teased him. "Maybe it's haunted," one joked. Another smirked. "Or maybe someone left a treasure behind." Adam chuckled along, but deep down, something unsettled him. Still, the logical part of him reasoned that an opportunity like this was rare. Perhaps the owners had financial trouble or just wanted to sell quickly. He convinced himself it was nothing more than luck and signed the papers. The first night in his new home was peaceful, almost too quiet. After years of city noise and hospital chaos, the silence was unsettling. But as he drifted off to sleep, something strange happened. A faint whisper, almost like a soft conversation, seemed to echo through the walls. Adam jolted awake, heart pounding. He checked every room, but nothing was out of place. The doors were locked, the windows shut. Just the wind, he told himself. Yet, he couldn't shake the feeling that something, or someone, was there. Over the next few days, odd occurrences continued. He would leave a room and return to find furniture slightly moved. The scent of lavender, unfamiliar yet oddly comforting, filled the hallways at night. And then there were the whispers. Never loud, never distinct, just soft murmurs that vanished when he tried to listen. Driven by curiosity, Adam set up security cameras in every room, convinced he would catch an intruder or some logical explanation. The next morning, he reviewed the footage, and what he saw made his blood run cold. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the cameras picked up a figure moving through the house. A woman, transparent, shimmering, glided down the staircase. She didn't walk, she floated. Her face was obscured, but the sorrow in her posture was unmistakable. She paused by the front door, as if waiting for someone. And then, just as suddenly as she appeared, she vanished. Adam, a man of science, found himself questioning everything he believed. Spirits, ghosts, these were tales for the superstitious, not for a Harvard-trained surgeon. Yet, the footage was undeniable. Determined to uncover the truth, he dug into the history of the house. What he found shook him to the core. The house once belonged to Dr. Evelyn Monroe, a brilliant surgeon in the 1950s who had dedicated her life to treating patients who couldn't afford care. She had turned her home into a hidden clinic, operating on the poor, the desperate, those whom the hospitals had rejected. But in a tragic twist of fate, she had lost her own life in that very house under mysterious circumstances. Some said she had fallen ill and refused to seek help, believing she had to save others first. Others whispered that she had been betrayed by a wealthy benefactor who had her silenced. Her clinic was shut down, her legacy buried, and the house remained abandoned for decades. A chill ran through Adam as he read the final newspaper clipping. Dr. Monroe's last known words, "I can't leave. They still need me." Suddenly, everything made sense, the whispers, the scent, the restless presence. Dr. Monroe had never left. That night, Adam did something he never thought he would. Instead of fearing the spirit, he spoke to it. "Dr. Monroe," he whispered into the dimly lit hallway, feeling foolish but compelled. "I know what you did. And I know why you stayed." The air grew warmer, almost comforting. A faint outline appeared at the top of the stairs, watching, waiting. Adam made a decision. The next day, he filed for permits, contacted local charities, and gathered medical supplies. Within weeks, he had transformed the lower floors of the house into a free clinic. Word spread fast, an esteemed surgeon offering care to those who couldn't afford it. Lines formed outside, filled with hopeful faces, people who had given up on ever receiving proper medical attention. The first patient he treated was an elderly woman with a heart condition who had been turned away from hospitals due to lack of insurance. As he held her frail hand and assured her that she would be cared for, he felt a warmth spread through the room. He didn't need to look to know that Dr. Monroe was there, watching, approving. As weeks turned into months, Adam noticed something remarkable. The whispers faded, the odd disturbances ceased. The house, once shrouded in sorrow, now pulsed with life, with laughter, with healing. And on one quiet evening, as Adam locked up the clinic for the night, he caught a glimpse of Dr. Monroe standing by the door. This time, she wasn't waiting. She was smiling. And then, like a breath of wind, she was gone. Adam knew she had finally found peace. Because in that house, her mission lived on. And in that moment, he realized, some spirits don't haunt out of anger or regret. Some stay because they still have work to do. And sometimes, just sometimes, the living can help them finish what they started.